Oh, hi there, signs of Gemini. Hope you guys are doing really well today, and I hope you're doing swell. Let's get into your reading. I hope that it's like as good as Libra's was. Libra's double reading. That was an accident that I did too for them. So happy accident is what you could call it. I'm using the Psychic Tarot for your reading. We thank the spirit guides, your angels, for joining us to give us these messages. My mother, the angel facilitator, here on the other side. Wow. Trying to help. Love is beginning. Love is beginning. Hope you enjoyed the eclipse. I'm still enjoying it too. 4-4, Gemini. 4-4. Okay. What kind of messages do you want to give to Gemini, please, Spirit? What kind of messages do you want to give to Gemini? You know, hello. We just said, I wish it was like Libra's, because theirs was so good. And this was the card actually that came out right in this spot for them. And what I did for them, which I'm going to do for you too, is just pull out the energies to give us an idea of what's going on. You're calling in a soulmate. You probably already also have people in your life that you consider soul family or part of your family, people that are supposed to be on your journey for whatever reason. Of course, these people come and they go, but this is kind of representing that there's going to be a feeling of knowing somebody on like an emotional level, a cellular emotional level, where you just feel the connection more so than your brain can figure it out. Yeah, and so Libra's reading with, and I'm sorry I keep going back to them, but it is your sister sign, so there's probably a message there too, was kind of like about that mental conflict of the heart feeling such a strong emotion for somebody that they don't really like. Maybe you don't know that this is a person from a different lifetime, another lifetime. So you're calling in this connection. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's to bring love, peace, and harmony to you. All right. You're getting some of the similar messages. Except yours is, the timing is a little bit more like now. Why? Because with temperance in the reverse, or patience in the reverse, okay, it's telling me that there has been a time period where maybe you have had to have a lot of patience, and if things are going in a way where you feel kind of uncomfortable, and things are not feeling like they're exactly going how they're supposed to, then there's some kind of big change, because divine timing is unwinding it, saying, okay, it's time to maybe step into this plan. So maybe this is divine timing unfolding for you in the form of your Three of Wands. Your I love this deck, which says partnerships and alliances, because what it is about not only you having vision for the future, but sharing that vision and that creativity with others, and so your expansion is somebody else's expansion. That's kind of what I see there with this. I also see a person being so strong that they're able to help another person up, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing to witness. So I'm getting compassion off of this card too. I love that. Okay. Let's get some more so that Spirit, we can figure out what is this. Being directed to tell you to use a little bit more of your visualization skills to speak out loud what you want for yourself, as well as visualizing what you want for yourself, or write it down. Writing to me is very powerful too. It just is. It's your word. So whether the word is spoken or whether the word is written down, it's your word. Okay, so it brings the Star card. It brings hope. It brings enlightenment. Let me look and see if it... Can you see this good? Maybe I should turn on that other light. I always do this. I say, hang on. Turn this light. Okay. That's a little bit better. So this is the, like the star card energy that brings in hope. It brings in a manifestation of something in here into the physical that you have wanted for a while or a long time. Oh, okay. We have a judgment energy. It says the truth because there's something about the path, a pathway opening up to you. You're going to know what the pathway is because it sheds light and it brings something to manifestation for you. It is a path that balances out your truth, helping you walk in the direction that you actually feel like. And because that can be, we can have, conflict sometimes when we're figuring out actually what we really want, what that really is. And then we're experiencing times of contrast. We really don't know what our soul's trying to do when it comes to like, there may be something that's playing out that you just wanted to experience as a soul. Those things are really hard to understand here in this avatar. But this is the truth for you. And this is, to me, enlightenment about some kind of path opening up for you. It's a plan. It's a path. It's a plan. Oh. No more patience for your shadow, yo. It's good to have a shadow, but you have to understand it is even better. You have to have it. If you say that you don't have one at all, then you're denying part of yourself. So it's good to delve into what's really happening. When it comes to the things that you just don't have patience for anymore. This is representing the moon card in this deck as far as the moon major arcana. So let me just go over the signs, the major signs that we have here. Just in the major arcana, we have, could be Cancer, but it could be Pisces also. With the moon, I have, I want to say Libra because of these scales, but Sagittarius and Aquarius. Sagittarius is twice. I have spiritual love or spiritual union here on the bottom. Okay. Nice. So I don't know what you're dealing with your shadow side. But there's no more patience for it getting in the way, right? Wow, this is another card in that same position in the reverse over here. This is where the card is 4 cups, and on this card you'll see it says discontent and boredom. He's not looking down to notice this beautiful spectrum of colors because they're bored. Okay, so this person goes inward, does some shadow work, possibly. It could be talking about that. And visualizing what you want your fresh new start to look like, or how you want to feel. Sometimes it's easier to visualize how we would feel if we got what we're going after. Sometimes that's easier. And so this is representing kind of like those steps already that have been taken, the meditations that have already been done, the inner shadow work that you have done, the healing that's obviously still going on too. Probably lifelong. I mean, probably lifelong. I think it's everybody's north node to realize that we never stop learning. But that's just me. Okay. Wow. I have power on the bottom. Power on the bottom. I have the throat chakra in the reverse. Okay, the power card is like the strength card here, giving you confidence. We have a Leo energy. Now we have a Taurus energy. They do rule the throat chakra area and then the neck. And Leo the heart, if I must talk about all that. So there's something that you want to say or speak up about. Look, that could very well be something that's going to unfold for you or somebody else, regarding speaking your truth and how you really feel. And like I said, it might be easier to express how you feel without the mind chatter of trying to overanalyze everything. So how to open up that throat chakra, we can find out. Wow, the sun. How to open up the throat chakra. Leo, meaning confidence, leadership, yourself, having confidence in yourself, and knowing that you are that light that gives not only hope to others, but you're here to give yourself that light, right? All right. Let's see what's up with the throat chakra. There's your shadow, or dealing with balancing the shadow out with the devil in reverse. It's also letting go of your fears, getting past your fears. I'm getting that I got the message like, what's the worst that can happen? But at the same time, I got, what is the worst that could happen? I got a person that could overanalyze. What's the worst that could happen? And so it's like, yeah, that would be a great thing to advise somebody. But in this situation, it might develop, you might go then into a Nine of Swords energy. So there's something about not overthinking this. And not even overthinking the advice. Well, majorly not overthinking the advice. Let's put that little angel a little bit more over here. Reading. That song, it's like a Jessie something. She says, I'd rather it be hard to love than easy to leave. So there might be a fear that's associated with a new love interest, sexual interest, Ace of Wands. That could be, you know, it's a little phallic, right? So it could mean that. It can also mean like your inspiration and connections for work inspiration. But this is the new path. It feels like you're going to have to be very intentional in speaking up and saying that you actually want this path. There's a feeling of not wanting to be too excited about it, not to let someone know how excited you are about this new path. Wow, this new path is going to allow you to, Eight of Wands. Wow. Cupid's arrow. It's going to allow you to rebuild some area in your life that was major disruption, and this has already happened. Okay, when the tower is in reverse, well, there's a few ways that I can interpret it, but with these cards, this is about taking what is left, claiming it, integrating whatever happened, and then you build, but you're building something new from this. This is not a rebuild. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I can interpret the tower in reverse as, let's rebuild this. No, that's not what this is. This right here is good news that something's going to pick up, and it's going to take the rock and the rubble of what was left of some kind of major disruption. And it's so important to find your voice when it comes to how bad that you want this. How bad do you want it? How bad do you need it? How bad do you want it? I don't know what that song is. It's old. However do you need it? Oh, and you're about to meet somebody on your path. You know what's funny is the other song that's coming through, because sometimes songs come through a little bit more than normal, and it is that unforgettable. That's what you are. That's why, darling, it's incredible to meet someone so unforgettable, who makes me feel like I'm unforgettable too. So that has to do with whoever this is that you're meeting on your path that absolutely thinks you're unforgettable. And maybe you feel the same way. And that's a Nat King Cole, so like an old song. I love it, love it. Look it up on karaoke and sing it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. At least I have a lot of fun with that. It's incredible to meet someone so unforgettable. That's who that is. The Hermit in reverse would be somebody very unforgettable. And who is this? King of Pentacle in the reverse. Makes me who you're losing patience with. Who you're losing patience with. Because this is an old connection because of the break in commitment. Either something to do with money or finances, or this person just broke a commitment. It doesn't have to be a Taurus, by the way. It can be attached to this Tower in the reverse, especially if you had a business and an investment went not so great. That has happened to me too recently, actually. So this could be something where there was supposed to be a big investment and then something happened. Now, oh my lordy, do you see this? The Hierophant, the Emperor, the Six of Coins. What's the success coming in after this? After this, it's a boss energy. Very different than this energy. It's a boss energy. It is the person, it is the man with the plan. That's what it is. It doesn't have to be an actual man, but this is somebody that has the strategy because of all the wars that they have been through and won. At this point, they may be a little rough around the edges. They know what to do. They hold the scepter of power. Is this you? Are you bossing up? Taking more control? Asserting yourself more? So unforgettable. Makes me feel like Aries energy, Virgo energy, Aries energy, and Scorpio energy now coming out. Big change. This comes with bringing some kind of news to you about a major change. This is, to me, it's a self-determined, self-initiated change. It can be because of waiting for some kind of it could be that we're waiting for a seize the day opportunity, and then here it is. So this is an opportunity to move in a direction that feels like you're focused and determined to go into. When it's in the upright, I don't see any problem with you getting onto the path that's good for you. That's going to be bringing in major changes. And you got to understand, this energy also can be sudden. It can be like 1 minute you're in Kentucky, just for example, and then the next minute you're in Connecticut, and like literally like at the end of the night you're in Connecticut. Had no thought of Connecticut or whatever state, didn't even think, or wherever in the country, didn't think you're going to be there, and then something opens up and it just happens to go along with some kind of goal of yours, right? It's hand in hand with what you wanted, with some kind of seize the day. This energy, it's busy. It's very busy, and it is air, so it's you making moves. Though you could actually be making a move, because that's coming really, it's coming through. Be more confident in yourself, more confident in your work, your abilities, and your skill sets, because the Eight of Pentacles is indicating that you're a hard worker. You're really good with that everyday practical stuff. When you put your mind into it, when you put your body into it, Your skill is a lot more than you're giving yourself credit for, and you can build things. You're the master builder with the King of Wands. You know how to get over any kind of challenge or obstacle that you need. You just need more confidence in yourself. So unforgettable. Who thinks that I am unforgettable too? Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. You know what? No, let's do the siren song. We get a lot of different messages from it. It is because it's a combination of the Lenormand and the Kipper decks. They're kind of small, but you're definitely defeating some kind of shadow or past demon that stopped you from achieving some of your goals, or that got in the way of your goals. Unforgettable too. That's why, darling, it's incredible. You're having throat issues, actual throat issues. For some, it's manifesting as actual throat issues with the throat chakra, but also the brief illness card is saying whatever uncomfortable energies are here with the Tower in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's an unhealthy situation that you're getting out of. That card can stand for somebody who is promiscuous too. I know it's like way out there, but it can. And it might be representing this King of Pentacles in the reverse. This person who was committed. So what's the new path? What is the new path with this enlightenment and then this power? Tell me about it. Well, they will. They will tell you specifically about yours with the letter. The letter. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. See, that's why I keep feeling like you're gonna go somewhere. I want the world to know. I'm about to take that ship to find your contentment, your happiness, your lily, satisfaction, possibly in what you're doing. It just works. It's something about the path that's going to end up making you like say, oh, now this was worth it. This works for me. And there's your unexpected money, and it looks like a pirate finding his bounty. That's nice. Oh, the ring desire. Down, 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 down. Desire, a commitment, a bond. This has not been tied yet. This is a new thing. And what are you building? Because here's the 4. These are the responsibilities working out for you with the house. The structure being really solid walls, a solid roof over your head. Getting through the clouds, or the murky thinking of how's this gonna happen. So it's like when these clouds dissipate, and think this is shadow work, then you'll see the path. Tell me more about the path. Oh. It's a path to, say you're a fish in a pond and you've outgrown it, so now you need a bigger pond, and now you have more associations or connections with wealth resources, the fish card. Affluence. Not the same fish anymore. What is this? I have the book. Secrets. Maybe that has to do with a partnership or alliance. And then here's the new beginning, or it's a child or a spirit child. but usually it's a new beginning. There's another hope card. Hope, hope, physical manifestation of a dream. What is the secret about? Here, let's get a different deck. What's the secret about? Secret, secret. I've got a secret. Courtship, distant horizons. That's a coming together with someone and getting to know someone. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Sudden wealth. Dun 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 dun. Day by day. Sorry. Just doing it. Look at the bad health card laying on top of the brief. So listen, if you're feeling sad or down because something either is making you sick in this commitment that doesn't feel stable or something that fell apart, you're about to get out of an unhealthy situation. Very unhealthy, though. I gotta say this, but these energies very unhealthy for you. Maybe something's wrapping up at the courthouse, or something. You're waiting on something official, possibly a letter, a document. He's got 2 documents in his hand, and then I see the red thread. This change is leading to purpose too. I mean, to soul ties. Smarter, not harder. The mature woman, that could have something to do with change too. Toil and labor, all the work that you've put in. And 33, concern. Somebody is very concerned over an unhealthy situation that you're in and wants you to have more satisfaction and happiness than what you do, or than what you are. You might be the main female, really in need for a desperate, fresh new start. Or you're the energy of needing to receive a fresh new start. You're in that energy. Main male, main female, is those aspects coming together. Let's go on to the next deck. Yeah. The Oracle of Genetic Gifts. I think I'm going to just kind of wrap this one up at this point and tell you if you need a private reading that you can get one. And I'll go into more detail or in depth for you and your specific situation. I have YouTube platform for your spiritual callings. This one was come out in the beginning. Indigo Child, Gamma Generation, born between 1978 and 1988. That'd be me. Number 9, Life Path. That's me too. Life Path number 9. The Peacemaker, ruling planet Mars. I see so much of myself in you, Gemini. Akashic Records, All Souls, Universal Events, past, present, and future. Another Indigo Child. You really want to check out the Indigo Children, aka Rainbow Children, Delta Generation, born between 1988 and 1998. Oh. So this mature woman, this is indicating on your maternal side, on the mother's side, that there are some gifts that you have inherited. Also probably came along with a little bit of shadow. Spiritual gifts, wisdom, inheritance from the mother's line. Along with great gifts is the stress of how to handle them. And so that's how shadow can come out. Sometimes cleric gustance, a clear tasting. And then I have spiritual herbalist, spiritual healer, healing rituals. Ancient wisdom is probably passed down from your mother's line. Okay, give me an angel number message, please. And number 9, your harvest. Your harvest. Aw. 444, you see the way it came out, because your path is changing and you are being divinely directed, divinely guided. 444, trust your journey, trust the way your life unfolds, and trust that you are where you need to be at the present moment. and know that you are protected. So it says, I am protected. Know this. 444. Sending you love and light. Bye, Gemini. Like and subscribe, by the way. Bye-bye.